My name is Ingrid and I teach middle school math students. During distance education, I've been making two types of videos for my students. One is just like this in my kitchen, and I explain the math tasks for the week, the why and the how about the math we're doing for the week, and I always end with an unnecessary math meme or a math joke. The second type of video is for guided practice or guided notes, and I use an interactive whiteboard so I can introduce vocabulary and write synonyms from regular language for academic language. I can clarify directions by underlining or highlighting, and I feel like I can be precise the way I would in a classroom when I record something for my students, and my students have told me they enjoy being able to repeat my words and that they're understanding because they can repeat the videos and catch more. Oh, I see you have graph paper. Are you plotting something?
Hi there, my name is Stephanie BONI and I am a first grade dual language teacher. And one of the things I like to do to support my language learners during my online sessions is to keep a piece of chart paper behind me so that I can provide some visual cues to help them access that vocabulary. Sometimes it's predetermined vocabulary words. For example, right here I have some vocabulary words written in pencil that were from this read aloud that I was going to do with them, so that as I'm reading it and I know that there are some words that might be new, I can trace over those words and check in on that vocabulary development as I'm doing those important vocabulary words. For example, here is island, so I can make sure that they know what the word island means. But I also like to just keep it up too for math lessons, that as I'm teaching a math concept, I can write numbers as I'm saying the numbers. I can draw the objects, but just to provide kind of those visual cues for them to be able to access my content.
Hi, my name is Carol and I'm a kindergarten dual language teacher. During distance education, one of the ways I make my teaching culturally responsive is by thinking about what is available in my students' homes that they can use for authentic learning. The strategy that I have encouraged my parents to use is the rule of 5, and all it is students, if asked questions or they're having conversations, they make sure to think of the rule of 5 and to stretch their sentences. So if you say, what is your favorite color? They usually say blue. I teach kindergarten. But if we encourage them to say, oh, remember the rule of 5, they automatically remember to say, oh, my favorite color is blue. And this lends itself to writing, where students can use the rule of 5 to stretch their sentences. And if they don't have paper at home, then that still gets those details out. Then I can call on the phone later and they can tell it to me over the phone, still stretching their sentences, using transitional words, and telling me their story. Thank you.
Hey there, my name is Pete and I teach 4th grade in the dual immersion program. And one of the ways that I try to support my second language learners is by doing instructions of a drawing we're going to do. So today's drawing, you can see over here is the final product is Baby Yoda. And I will be giving instructions in Spanish. And I've just kind of used a basket for my doc cam. And I'll give step-by-step instructions without telling them what I'm drawing. And they'll just have to follow along, try to figure out what it is that I'm drawing. And then at the end, everybody shows their drawings. And it's just a way that we like to practice our language instruction. It's something we started in the classroom and we're continuing with our online. Of course, if you don't have your whiteboard, you can put a piece of paper underneath your iPad or phone.
My name is Maria, and I am a middle school Spanish language arts teacher. One of my biggest concerns during distance learning is equity to access. So when I observed in my virtual classroom that there are clear linguistic and racial divides to who has internet access, I made sure I let my administrators know that we are falling devastatingly short of serving a very specific group of students. When I reach out to district leadership, I am rigorous in my data assessment, forthcoming with the results, and I ask the questions that I don't see getting answered. And then I keep asking questions until every student is connected and empowered. Advocacy is a critical part of our role as teachers of multilingual students and families.